Hello and good morning, everyone. It's July 17th, 2020, and my name is James, and I am doing a video cast, which I had actually hoped to do live, but we couldn't get that accomplished because YouTube would not allow. And it did. You have to verify your account. You have to verify who you are, and there's nowhere to type the phone number to verify anything. Okay, if you're going to run a site and you're going to have people do live things or upload certain lengths of videos, you actually have to have a spot where you can type stuff. They do not. You put in your country, you say, send me a text, and there's nowhere to put the phone number. What the hell? Uh, it's nuts. It's really nuts. Um, Unless, of course, you have to do it through the phone, and I try to do that, and I'm like, wait a minute, no, it's not working here either, because I went to settings and everything else and tried to get all of that to work. But I'm here for a different reason, okay? There is a mask debate going on during a pandemic in the United States. Why is this a thing? Why does it have to be a thing? Now, the microphone is the thing in front of me is the thing that's picking up the audio for this recording, and it's also recording as well through Audacity. And I use that as a podcast type upload if I'm going to upload it as part of a podcast. But first off, I want to get to this debate. Okay, all of this could have been solved in the first 6 weeks of this year when they knew the virus was coming. They could have shut everything down, which is what they should have done, and waited for the cases that had been infected to stop. And we would not be having these problems right now. Okay, there's this huge debate about people who don't want to wear masks and people who want to wear masks. In a pandemic, you wear a mask. I don't care about rights. It literally, at this point, I don't, because too many people are dying. You're up over 141,000 dead people. How many more do you want? 1 million? 5 million? 10 million? Because that's how many people are going to die if you don't put a mask on. And this is terrible. It's literally terrible. This should not be a thing in the United States, folks. It should not be. We're supposed to be the country with common sense. We're supposed to be the country where you don't send your kids to school in a pandemic, but apparently the president wants them to go back to school to try and create some level of normalcy. And I don't see how this is going to get him re-elected as president of the United States. He doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell of getting reelected. Okay, Trump is done. Okay? The Republican Party, as far as I'm concerned, is toast. All right? When this election comes around, there's going to be such a progressive and blue wave that it is going to be embarrassing to whoever is trying to run for president off of that ticket. You have got to be kidding me. You do not drop the ball on a pandemic and become the next president of the United States. You don't. I don't care who you are, you do not. You have lost already. He lost it when he didn't even see the ball coming. It just went phew, right over his head. Gone, 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 gone. It's a hoax. It's a cold. You do not do this and succeed. Well, as a matter of fact, maybe I should do this. That might help. Turn the thing on. Although it worked with Facebook while being off, which is actually creepy. But there should not be a debate about this at all. In any way, shape, or form, there should be no debate about wearing a mask or not wearing a mask in a pandemic. There shouldn't be. This should not be a thing. It should not be happening. Yet it is. All right? You know, everyone wants this economy to restart. I want the economy to restart. I want to be able to go to the stores and I want to be able to go to the restaurants that I go to normally And I want to be able to do the things that I was doing before the pandemic started. But if you people are going to continue to not put masks on, we're not going to be able to do this. And all of these businesses are going to close because you people can't pull up your diapers and act like adults and just simply wear a mask. If you're going shopping, 10 minutes to 10 minutes. There are soldiers that wear, oh my God, it's 130 degrees outside in Afghanistan and Iraq and these other countries where there are American soldiers. They're wearing 200 pounds of gear. They're in helmets and they're in flak jackets. They're sweating to death. And they have to wear this stuff 24/7. And you cowards cannot put a mask on for 10 minutes. Think about that. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Yee. Yeah. Grow a pair, put the mask on, shut the hell up. And if you're thinking of sending kids back to school, only a freaking moron's going to do that. No, you do not send your kids back to school when there's a good chance they're going to come home and infect you, their grandparents, the rest of their relatives, the rest of their friends. You do not send them back to school in a pandemic. What the hell is he thinking? Actually, he's not thinking. That's the point. And if you think Joe Biden is any better, oh, well, please. The man couldn't even tell you what color socks he's got on. I fear for this country. I really do. I fear for the United States. This country is in its death throes. Okay, and this is sad to see. It is sad to watch this happen. Because common sense has completely gone out the window. And it is nerve-wracking, it is shameful, it is upsetting, and it's horrifying. My relatives did not fight and die for this country so somebody could walk around and go, my rights are threatened because I have to wear a mask. There are no rights being threatened because you have to wear a mask. Unless you want to die, that's your right. You can do that at any point you so choose. But don't take the rest of us with you. Put a damn mask on. That's all you have to do. Put a mask on. 10 minutes in a grocery store. Just wear the mask. Don't freak out. Don't become a Karen or whatever the hell they call those women doing their stupid thing right now. But, you know, this is about saving other people's lives. This is why we wear a mask. I'm an essential worker. I work for a grocery store chain. I work right in with the public all the time. Half of you are wearing masks, the other half are not. And people wonder why is there community spread? The idiot's not wearing the masks. Now there are even famous people who are coming out now saying, look, I know that masks work because the people who are wearing them are not dying. Duh. Really? What a shock. Yeah. I mean, I've been wanting to do podcasts like this for some time, or video casts, or whatever they call them these days. I am I'm a clairvoyant, actually. I'm a psychic. Technically predicted the pandemic. But, whoops. But, you know, I mean, I think I predicted it years ago, actually. But it happened now instead. But I'd have to look back at the journal I keep everything in. I'm also a witch, practicing witch, and I'm also visually impaired. So I've been that way since birth. That doesn't change, you know. Technically, they call me what they deem it as a title. You're legally blind. I'm like, yeah, I know that. My eyes don't work so well, unfortunately. And you could probably tell from this podcast or this video cast, as soon as I get the camera set right, you'll see more of me as opposed to just my head. Not that you want to see anymore. I do have, if you like this video, subscribe to it, you know, ring the little bell thingy and subscribe to the page. And, you know, that'll help get my numbers up a little bit. I have none because I don't do these that often. That's because I'm too busy to actually have time to do it. I'm either at work for 8 hours a day and doing other things on the side that have to be taken care of. And to fit these in, you'll see the occasional video pop up every so often when someone else can hold a camera or because I'm legally blind and I put a roof on my house with help from friends, of course. But yeah, I did that. I'm like, holy crap, and it's straight. um, and it's a metal roof too. You do not know the pain and torture of trying to actually do that. It took us what would take somebody 3 days. It took us 3.5 months because somebody else screwed up the roof, and we had to start from scratch. And it was the sighted guy that screwed everything up. It wasn't me. um, but no, it's not the COVID. I'm in my own room. I'm alone, and there's no one else in the house at the moment. And I usually do these recordings or videos or journal recordings. I do a lot more of those than I actually do of mean video. So, and this is a high res recording. This is being done with a camera in the system, so I'm going to have to wait to see actually how this works itself out. Because when I tried it on the phone deleted the video. Now, but I want to thank you for listening. First off, thank you for watching, taking the time to listen to a blind guy rant about stupid people not wearing a mask. If you want your kids to get infected, send them to school. If you want the rest of your family to get infected, send your kids to school. Because that's what's going to happen. Does this have to be a thing? No. Don't send your kids to school in the fall. Don't send them now. And wear a mask. All it takes, just wear the mask. Wear the damn mask. You'll be saving a lot of lives. Even if you're not sick, you can run around and go, I'm not sick, I'm not sick. All it takes is one person to breathe or cough on you. And social distance, for God's sake. Please do that, because us essential workers, we can't be doing our jobs unless you are actually out there social distancing. We die too, okay? I mean, we're kind of lucky because I don't think anybody where I work has been infected by the COVID yet. But we could be, and I don't want to be. I do not want to be infected by it. I want to keep helping people. But I can't do that if not everybody is paying attention and wearing a mask. Because eventually we are going to get sick, and some of us do have underlying conditions that will kill us. So, it's really scary. But thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. It's a beautiful Friday outside. It's in the 70s. I think it's like 71. It's 71. But thank you for watching, and thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.